My name is Mukul Pandya. I am the Executive Director and Editor-in-Chief of Knowledge at Wharton, which is the online research and business analysis journal of the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. The journal was launched in May 1999 and the goal was to spread knowledge from Wharton and other sources to people around the world who may need it. We started the site originally in the US, but over the past 12 years it has evolved into a network of sites. A Spanish and Portuguese edition was launched in 2003. A Chinese version was created in March of 2005. We also launched an Indian edition in November 2006, and in March 2010 we launched an Arabic edition. Our most recent version of the Knowledge at Wharton network, as we call it, is Knowledge at Wharton High School, which is in English and Spanish, and it's a portal aimed at high school students around the world to teach them the basics of business and financial literacy, entrepreneurship and leadership. In speaking about my educational background, I basically grew up in Bombay and went to school there. I studied economics. I have a master's degree in economics from Bombay University. I also went into the field of journalism, so since 1979 I have been a business writer and editor. I started out at the Economic Times on the desk, the editorial desk in '79, and then basically also worked for Business World magazine. I worked for about 10 years as a business journalist in India, and since the end of 1989 I have been in the United States. My first job there was as a staff writer in a small regional business newspaper called Business for Central New Jersey, and eventually I became its deputy editor and then managing editor. I also wrote several articles, freelance articles, for other publications such as the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, The Economist, Time magazine, and so on. I have been at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania since February of 1998. I was hired to start a new publication for the school, and the publication we launched is what is Knowledge at Wharton. As I said earlier, it has evolved over the past 12 years into not just a single publication but a network of publications, and we have approximately, at least as of today, about 1.7 million subscribers around the world. I had a very enjoyable time at GICE. I was invited to speak to the students at the MBA program here about leadership and teamwork. This is a subject that is very dear to my heart because over the course of my career I have written one book about leadership along with other colleagues, and worked with the former dean of the Wharton School, Russ Palmer, on a book that he wrote on leadership called Ultimate Leadership. So it's a subject I really like thinking and writing about. What was particularly enjoyable about speaking to the students here is that they have very clear ideas about what it takes to become a leader, what some of the challenges of leadership are, what can leaders learn from successes and failures, and also how people can take responsibility for failure. The engagement with the class was extremely enjoyable. I was very impressed by how enthusiastic and insightful and bright the students in the class here are. If the class was, I certainly enjoyed it a lot, and I learned a lot from the students. And I think if they enjoyed it, it's because they contributed as much if not more to the learning as I might have done. So I'm very grateful to the people here for having given me this opportunity to speak to the students.